Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I'm just quickly gonna show you in under 5 minutes how to set up an 8-step automation process in Schedule 1. It's really fairly simple. I'm doing this with cocaine. So what you're gonna be needing to do this is 3 chemists and 2 handlers. I'm also gonna be using 4 ovens to actually have one of the chemists cook up the product. You're also gonna need 13 shelves, and you're gonna need 8 mixing stations, preferably Mark II. So the easiest way to do this is you just place all of the shelves by 4s. So you place 4 of the shelves in a row, and then in front of them you're gonna place 4 mixing stations pointing towards the shelves. And then in front of it you place 4 more shelves, and then finally 4 more mixing stations. The setup is fairly simple. I'm going to show you how to set up the handlers first. What we're going to do is we're going to use the clipboard here, and we're just going to assign each of these shelves to their individual mixing stations. So for example, if you start on this one, then you're gonna assign this one to the first mixing station, and then you're just gonna go down the line. So you can assign this one to this mixing station, just keep going. As for setting up the actual mixing stations, it's extremely easy. All you have to do is go to the first mixing station that you used and set up with your handler, and you're gonna assign that mixing station to the one next to it. Then you're just gonna keep going like that. So you're always gonna assign it to the right of the mixing station that you're using in the first row. And then on the last one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign this one to the next one in line, which would be the next 4th row. And then same process from the right to the left. You're gonna assign the mixing station to the other mixing station. And finally at the end, what I'm doing is I'm assigning the last mixing station, which is gonna be the 8th step. I'm assigning that to a shelf, which means that the final product that's been mixed 8 times is gonna go straight into your shelf. One more important thing to note is that you can also select your ovens, which you've placed when you cook the cocaine, and you can actually assign that to a shelf. So what I'm doing is I've placed shelves to the side of the first mixing station, and that's where I'm assigning the chemist that's in charge of the ovens to actually place the finished cocaine. And then I put a handler from that shelf to the first mixing station. So you always have fresh cocaine coming in, so all you have to do is to actually fill up the ingredients. It's extremely easy to set up the chemists. What you're gonna do is you're gonna give them 4 mixing stations individually, and you're kind of gonna branch it off. So as you can see, the first chemist is gonna be assigned to the first machine, and then he's gonna be assigned to the 3rd machine, and he's gonna be assigned to the 5th machine, and the 7th machine. The second chemist is going to be assigned to the 2nd machine, the 4th machine, the 6th machine, and finally the 8th machine. This way you don't have the chemists blocking up and having to move, like they move extremely slow if you do that. So it's just a way easier way of speeding up the process and making sure that it's as effective as possible. And what you can easily do, but you can put a brick press as well, and since you have 1 more handler slot, you can tell the handler to go from the shelf where the final product is, and you can tell him to press it into bricks. So press the cocaine into bricks, and then on the brick press you assign that brick press to any of the shelves that you want. So you can put another one down. For example, I have shelves upstairs, so I just assigned the brick press to upstairs, so it just automates and it puts all of my bricks in my shelves upstairs. Now, one more important part is that you have to have the recipe already unlocked. So let's say you have to have already mixed it 8 times so that you don't have to go to each individual machine and find a new recipe, because that's gonna mess up the process. I hope you liked this video. Just make sure to subscribe, and I'll try to do some more of these quick tutorials for you. Have a good day.